In this episode, we'll be talking about a cannibal killer, not this one. Anthony Morley was born in 1972 and lived in Leeds, England. He's a former model and convicted murderer. He was the first Mr. Gay UK 1993. He met Damian Oldfield as a contestant on a game show called God's Gift. Morley was accused at Leeds Crown Court for slashing Oldfield's jugular before carving out a section of his thigh and eating it with herbs. He then wandered, blood-soaked, into a kebab shop, saying he killed someone who tried to rape him. He was jailed for life.
Now a convicted murderer. It was in April this year that Morley invited 33-year-old Damian Oldfield back to his home in Leeds. He cooked him a meal, they watched a film together and went separately to bed. Morley, a man confused by his own sexuality, says he woke up to find Mr. Oldfield carrying out a sex act on him. He then went to the kitchen, had a drink, collected 2 knives and returned to the bedroom. It was then that Morley carried out what the prosecution here referred to as a terrible, horrific and bizarre murder. After cutting Damian Oldfield's throat, he then stabbed him more than 30 times using both of the knives. Then he cut parts of Oldfield's flesh from his body, took them to the kitchen, seasoned them and fried them in olive oil. Police forensic experts later found traces of Morley's saliva on parts of that cooked flesh. After the attack, Morley put on a bathrobe, walked to a nearby takeaway and told the staff inside that he'd killed a man. His defence in court was that he was provoked by Mr. Oldfield's unwanted sexual advances and that he was acting with diminished responsibility when he attacked him, an event he claims not to remember. The jury didn't believe this part of the story and found him guilty of murder to cheers from the public gallery.
The circumstances are certainly bizarre and the circumstances of this are not ones that officers have come across before that we're investigating.
Anthony Morley says his actions were the result of flashbacks to his teens when he claims he was raped. Police say they'll never know exactly why he carried out this brutal crime. He'll be sentenced for it on Monday. Fraser Maud, Sky News, Leeds.